Hola amigos. Well, you know, when I first came to Puerto Vallarta several years ago, I had no clue as to the geography of the area or where the different neighborhoods began and ended. It's not a huge town, and it is fronted by the beautiful Pacific Ocean, and it's backed by the magnificent Sierra Madre Mountains, which are essentially jungle. Figuring out the neighborhoods the most popular for expats to live was pretty easy too. But today I wanted to give you an overview of the different popular neighborhoods of Puerto Vallarta that expats enjoy and live in. By showing you on Google Maps where these neighborhoods are, it'll give you a good geography lesson on this beautiful area. And I'll talk a little bit too about the attributes of each of these neighborhoods. So when you come to visit, you'll know where everything is, the lay of the land, so to speak. Stick around till the end of this video and I'll give you a brief overview of the market here in Puerto Vallarta also, and I'll show you a few properties so you can kind of gauge the pricing should you decide to make the wise investment of a property purchase here in beautiful Puerto Vallarta. So let's get to it. Hey, if this is your first time on our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about life and living in Puerto Vallarta, please subscribe below so that you can be the first to learn about the current market in Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so before we hit Puerto Vallarta here, let's just go a little bit north and see some of this area here. Okay, so as I said, we're in the state of Jalisco here. But if you just go up around the airport here in this area, and there's a bridge here, you cross over the bridge, now you're in the state of Nayarit, and this is Nuevo Vallarta here, New Vallarta, which is a very popular area for expats. We're looking at, for example, the El Tigre Golf Club. This area here is absolutely beautiful, some beautiful homes and condos in this area. That if you didn't want to live in the hustle and bustle of Puerto Vallarta, this would be a good place here to check out. So El Tigre, and this is the marina here in Nueva Vallarta. Some great restaurants and stuff in that area too. But let's move up here a little bit further north, and you'll see as you drive through here, the main road that runs through is the 200. Highway 200, so it runs from Puerto Vallarta all the way up the north of the country. So as you travel north here from Puerto Vallarta, you will go through Bucerias, which is another area here that is very, very popular with expats, and some beautiful beaches along here. And in this area here, again, this is the 200 that runs right through the middle of it, all the way up north. And there's a lot of condo developments and so on in this area as well that you might be interested in. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Now, as you get up a little bit further north past Bucerias, the road branches off here, and you can either go out to Punta De Mita, which is in this area here, Punta De Mita. Beautiful around here, some nice beaches. Four Seasons Resort is out that way, and a little town of Punta De Mita right there. And then you have, if you take this other branch of the 200 and go up this way, it takes you up to the well-known Sayulita, which is right here. So Sayulita is a very popular tourist destination, a lot of restaurants and shops and stores and stuff like that. The only thing with Sayulita is it is getting very saturated, and there's a lot of tourism there, and some people don't like it because it's just so busy. My personal thing is I like Sayulita, but you know, it's not my favorite place. But if you continue north on the 200 here, from Sayulita, there's a lesser known town here called San Pancho. Now, San Pancho is absolutely beautiful. It's called San Francisco in actuality. It has a signpost that says San Francisco off the 200 here. But anyway, here's San Pancho here. And this is like well known for its just circle that. It's well known for its surfing. Some great surfing beaches right out San Pancho. So San Pancho's getting popular too, but not as much as Sayulita is. So if you're looking for a little quieter destination, that might be the place to go. Okay, so let's go back down to Puerto Vallarta. We're going back down through Bucerias on the 200 into Nuevo Vallarta here. And I'll do some videos on Nuevo and Bucerias later on. But let's go back down across the bridge here and into, see, that's Nayarit, as I said, that's the state of Nayarit. And we cross the bridge here and we're in Jalisco. And then we're in Puerto Vallarta. All right, so let's go down to Puerto Vallarta here and look at some of the main neighborhoods in this area. So this is the airport here, as I said, that you would land in. And one of the first areas right next to the airport is the Marina Vallarta area right here. And this is a beautiful neighborhood. The marina there, all the boats and stuff like that, but it does have a lot of stores and shops and just interesting place to take a walk. They have a market down there on a Thursday afternoon in the winter time, Thursday evening, and it's a huge market. It's beautiful, a lot of great food and stalls and stuff like that. So anyway, there are several condo complexes in the marina area here worth checking out. So anyway, as I said, the 200 is the main road that runs through Puerto Vallarta, and you'll see here, this is the 200 right here. It runs all the way down, boom, let's see here, runs all the way down along the coast here of Puerto Vallarta into the Centro area, and then it moves further south into Conchas, Chinas. There is another branch right here, oops, sorry, where the 200 comes down, and then it branches off here. There's an area called Libramiento, which is a road that goes down at the edge of the mountain here, over here, and it goes down and it goes right down into the Central area right here. And right there, that is, there's a couple of tunnels on that road here. It comes down, go through the tunnels and into Centro. So it's an alternative route to go into the Centro if you're coming from the northern part of Puerto Vallarta. Okay, moving on down here from the marina area that we were looking at, we take the 200, which is the main road that runs south, and you'll see here we have the Glorias Vallarta, which is a big shopping mall, beautiful mall there. Right next to it is Walmart, and actually Sam's Club is right in there too. So lots of a nice shopping area right here close to the marina. And then if you move on a little bit further south here, you come into, oh, there's another shopping area there off the highway. This La Isla here. La Isla Shopping Village is another one just down the street from the Walmart. Anyway, continuing further south, you come into the hotel zone, which is right here. And a lot of the hotels are in here, in this area here, and intermixed with condos. You've got the famous Icon, which is a beautiful 3-building condo complex right there. It's very popular. It's rare to ever find a condo for sale in there, but they do come up from time to time. Anyway, so that's the hotel zone, but that's pretty popular too. A lot of people are interested in buying condos in that area because of its proximity. I mean, you can literally walk to the beach along here, and it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it tends to be a little bit more expensive, obviously, because you're on the water. So if you're anywhere closer to the beach, the more expensive the condos and homes are going to be. So that is pricey right there a little bit. But I got to tell you, there's some up and coming areas that are really fantastic, and one of them is this Fluvial Vallarta area right here. Now, this one is a little bit further inland, but it's not that far from the beach either. I mean, you could walk it. Might take you about 20 minutes, half an hour to get there, but it's a really nice area. There's a lot of condos coming up, being built, developments being built in that area. And so that might be something that you might be interested to look at from a pricing standpoint. They tend to be a little bit cheaper the further east that you go here. So I would certainly suggest that you have a look at the Fluvial area. Now, moving further south here on the map is the area of Las Glorias here. And again, that has some condo complexes and newer complexes in here, and it's on the beach as well, so that's a pretty desirable area. But again, prices are a little higher than they would be in Fluvial. Okay, so that's something to think about. Let me just zone in here a little bit. I want to talk to you about a area that this area here, really popular. It's called Versalles. It's right across from Las Glorias here, and just a little bit north of where that 200 branches off to the Libramiento, which is the other road I mentioned that goes down through the tunnels and into Centro. So you could either go down to Centro this way or go down the 200 this way. But Versalles is a really popular neighborhood now. Some great condos in there, complexes. Up here, Hamburgo, Yugoslavia, in this area here, some fabulous restaurants. It's actually known for its restaurants. So this is becoming basically the gastronomical area of Puerto Vallarta right now. Versalles it's called. So like here's Bonito Kitchen. There's one of my favorite restaurants. That's absolutely wonderful. It's an Asian restaurant, but it does all kinds of cool food. So I love that Bonita Kitchen. Now, so this Avenue Fluvial here is the street that kind of divides Fluvial from Versalles neighborhood. And you notice here, right here, is the Costco. So the Costco is right there. So right next to Versalles and in between Versalles and Fluvial. So great shopping there. And right next to it, I don't know if it's on the map, but right next to it, you have, yeah, we do. Here it is, La Comer, Fluvial Vallarta. It's right next to Costco. La Comer, fantastic supermarket, unbelievable. Has a lot of imported items that you probably find, that you're used to getting in Canada or the United States. But like everything else in Mexico, sometimes it's hit and miss. You might get what you want and then come back a week later and it's gone, and you might have to wait a couple of weeks for it to be restocked. The imported stuff, that is. But La Comer is definitely something that you should check out, and of course it's right next to Costco. Okay. Anyway, where am I? There's Fluvial, all right, and the hotel zone. Let me just go out here a little bit. Las Glorias, and then, as I said, Versailles is right here. Definitely a place you should think about checking out. I mean, this one street alone, which one is it? It's, let me find it here. España. On this street here on España, right on the corner here, they've just completed a beautiful new complex, and on this corner here, and on this corner here, they're building a new one called España 316, and that does have some condos available in it. Now, all along this street here of España, unbelievable. There's like 7 or 8 restaurants right just in a block or two area right here. In this area here, unreal. And then all around here, restaurants along this street and down this street here as well. So it definitely is becoming the gastronomical area, getting famous for that right now in Puerto Vallarta. And a lot of people are asking about the Versalles neighborhood. So definitely talk to me about that if you're interested in buying in Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so let's move on down. Sorry, the map is a little jumpy here, or I'm a little jumpy with the map, I don't know. Anyway, so This is Plaza Caracol here. That's on the 200 near the hotel zone. The Plaza Caracol here is more of a Mexican style plaza mall. It's got a lot of Mexican style stores in there, so you can buy a lot of cheap products in there, and there's a big supermarket in there as well. So anyway, that should be a place to check out too. All right, so let's move on here. We discussed here, this is the Versalles neighborhood. Very beautiful area, definitely worth checking out. All right, so moving a little further south, then we head down to 200 and down along the coast here, past the Sheraton. Now, once you get to this area right here, this is where you get into the downtown area, and this is where the highway, the paved highway, turns into cobblestone streets. So you start here at, let me just bring this up a little bit. You start here at, this is the arena here, the sports area here. So you'll see guys out running track and playing soccer and all kinds of stuff in that right there. So this is the 200 here. Right at this point here, it branches off into the Cinco de Diciembre area. And that is a really nice area, a popular area as well. It's called Cinco de Diciembre, right here. So as I said, once you get to this point here, all the rest of the way down through the Centro and so on, it's all cobblestone streets, absolutely beautiful. So what you're going to see here is a lot of businesses along here, along the Cinco de Diciembre. Get out of there. Along the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood, and it goes up the mountain here. So as you start progressing east in the Cinco de Diciembre area, you're starting to climb up the hills here. So any of the complexes, homes and stuff in this area are up on hills. So if you need your exercise, that's where to get it. Anyway, so it's one way in and then one way back out again. On this road here is the one way out. Okay, I wish those would go away. Anyway, so this is Cinco de Diciembre here. Now, once you get down to the end of Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood, and you hit this point right here, oops, sorry, let me get that. When you hit this point right here, this here is the beginning of the Malacon, the famous Malacon right here. So this runs along here, the Malacon, all the way down to the river, the Rio Quale River here, which is down here. Let me just pull it up a little bit. So it runs along here, the Malacon, and there's some great shops and jewelry stores and restaurants, all kinds of great stuff along there. One of my favorites is Dolce Vita, which is an Italian restaurant. So anyway, this is the point here where the Malacon starts, and it runs down along here. Okay, and the beach is here as well, down to the Rio Quale, and Isla Quale is a little kind of a park setting here along the river, and it's got little stalls and shops and mostly Mexican fare in there. You know, you can get all kinds of Mexican goodies. And as you go further south here, now you're coming into the Centro area. So Cinco de Diciembre is first. Now you're in the Centro area. And again, this is a really popular area. There's North Centro and there's South Centro. And a lot of great condo complexes along there. And it's just a short walk to the Malacon here and to the beaches. So definitely something to look at. Up here, interesting area here. This is, oops, get out of there. This is the Mirador here. So as you come up from Centro and go east, this starts climbing up the mountain here, and there are steps that run up to the Mirador on the top of the mountain. And let me tell you, you need to be pretty fit to climb those steps, because they go on and on and on and on, and you get to the top, man, it is so worth it. The views up there are unbelievably fantastic, and you can see the whole of the Banderas Bay area from that Mirador right there. So definitely worth checking out. All right, so just moving down then across the river from Centro. We crossed the bridge here, and we're now in the area known as the Zona Romantica, which is right here. Now, this is an extremely popular neighborhood in Puerto Vallarta, in the downtown area. Lots of clubs, restaurants, shops, amazing shops, and it's like just fantastic to walk around there, the cobblestone streets in that neighborhood, and to see all the action going on down there. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, right next to it here, Playa de los Muertos, right here. Okay, let me see if a picture of it comes up. There it is. Okay, and you see the Los Muertos Beach Pier right there. Now, the only thing about Zona Romantica, it is a very busy area. So if you're looking for a little bit of a quieter lifestyle, and you want to kind of be out of the hustle and bustle, then I would suggest you look at maybe the northern part of Centro here, definitely the Cinco de Diciembre, and that gets you close to to all the action for sure, but far enough away that you're not like sort of blown out by the amount of people walking around and the noise and so on. Again, a lot of people like it a little bit quiet, even more quiet. So in that case, they're looking at the Versalles area, as I mentioned. So that's kind of like it with Puerto Vallarta itself and the major neighborhoods. But let me just take you down a little bit further south here. Now, if you hit the 200 going south and come out of Puerto Vallarta, you run into an area called Amapas. And there's Playa Amapas right there. Amapas is up here on the hill, and absolutely fabulous, gorgeous views of the whole bay from up around this area here. I love this. We call this area the South Shore, and it's a beautiful area, absolutely beautiful area, because you're driving along the coast here, and there's all these little beaches and views of the bay. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So so let's go down a little bit further here, and then you're in past the Mapas is Conchas Chinas. Now, Conchas Chinas, this is kind of what it looks like. There's Conchas Chinas beach right there. It's absolutely beautiful, so you can imagine, and that's a very, very popular area. However, it is kind of the higher end for properties, because a lot of them are on the ocean, or up on the mountain with great ocean views and bay views. So you're looking at more pricey condos and homes in that area. Moving further south, then you come into some hotels down here, the Hilton, Riviera. There's some of the inclusive resorts are down here. Playa Palmares is there. So in this area here, El Nogalito is where you'll see a lot of the zip lining. Great through the jungle, absolutely fabulous through the jungle, zip lining through the trees. You also get ATV, the four-wheel drive ATVs up there, and that take tours through the mountains in that area. And then as you move further south, you come to Mismaloya with its beautiful beach, Playa Mismaloya. Definitely one that you should check out right here. Gorgeous beach. You start moving further south, you get to Boca De Tomatlan. What you'll notice here is the road continues this way south. There is no road that runs along here at all. So you're going further south here, and it goes down the botanical gardens are down this way. I don't see them, but they're down this road. Anyway, once you get to Boca De Tomatlan, that's kind of where the road branches off and goes south to 200. So what you've got here is there are pangas. You see these boats here, and you can hire these pangas to take you out. They call them the islands, but it's not really the islands. They call them the islands, though. And you can go out to places like Quimixto, which is absolutely gorgeous, stunning beaches, and it's only accessible. This whole area here is only accessible by boat all the way out. Quimixto is worth a visit. You can also take the boat if you don't want to go drive out to Boca De Tomatlan to get out to what they call the islands. You can take a boat from the Playa Los Muertos, where the pier is, down in the Zona Romantica area. So if you don't want to drive out here. But anyway, what I usually do is if I have visitors or guests coming, I'll take them out to Boca De Tomatlan, and then we'll take the Panga boats out to Quimixto. Playa Las Animas is here before Quimixto, and then there's a Playa Colomitos. Now, Playa Colomitos, it's called a secret beach. Just so you know, this is kind of fun. If you go to Boca De Tomatlan, you can actually take a hike from Boca De Tomatlan, and you can go up along the coast. It's a pretty tough hike over the hills right here. But once you get over the mountain, you can hike all the way up over the mountain down, and then down into Playa Colomitos. There's a restaurant right here on the tip of the land here, and you can go down into Playa Colomitos. Absolutely fabulous hike. Now, not only that, but you can actually go through Playa Colomitos and continue your hike all the way down through to Playa Las Animas. There's restaurants along the way, absolutely fabulous. No roads, you're hiking, or boating, one or the other, until you get to Quimixto. And then you have the beach at Quimixto. And then we can hike all along here and go all the way out to the famous Yelapa. And there's Yelapa Beach right there. And you can take ATVs from the beach and go back into the town and go back into the mountains there and visit it. There's several waterfalls back there that you can go visit, and it's just stunning. And the narrow streets of the town are beautiful, and they have stalls and colorful little stalls all along the way selling merchandise. So that's well worth the visit. You can either do that hike, and you can actually do the hike over a couple of days. You can hike and you can stop in, let's say, Las Animas, and you can stay the night, and then you can move on the next day and go to Quimixto, stay the night, and then you can hike on a little bit further until you get to the Yelapa. Or you can just do a day trip out from Boca De Tomatlan here, and it can drop you off at Quimixto, it can drop you off at Las Animas, it can drop you off at Yelapa, whatever you'd like to do. So that's kind of it for everything in this area. So here's what I've covered. I've covered Sayulita, and then the little place of San Pancho above it here, and Punta De Mita, where the Four Seasons is, and then Bucerias right here. And there's a little village in between called La Cruz, which is definitely worth a visit. It's beautiful. And then as you come south, you're still in Nayarit. You hit Nuevo Vallarta, south of Bucerias, where you cross the bridge into Puerto Vallarta. And then as you go south, you're Mismaloya and along the coast here, which is not accessible, obviously, because there's the 200 that goes down. But either hike out there or get a boat out from Boca De Tomatlan. Anyway, so that's basically a quick geographic view of the Banderas Bay area. As promised, let's take a quick look at the market as it stands now, some market statistics, and just show you a couple of homes to give you kind of an idea of the price range in some of these areas we talked about. So right now, as you can see, we are looking at 1,548 condos total in the Banderas Bay area. But let's go by state. So let's just do Jalisco, which is the state that Puerto Vallarta is in. And then let's go to Puerto Vallarta. And then from there, I will go to the different neighborhoods. So let me set that up, and we'll take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, so what I did here was I filtered it down a little bit, and I put in the communities and the neighborhoods that we spoke about earlier on the Google map, like Cinco de Diciembre, Amapas, Barra de Navidad. That's up around the South Shore that we talked about. Here's Centro, and Emiliano Zapata is the actual Zona Romantica area. And then I had Fluvial and Las Glorias, which is over there near the hotels. Lower Conchas Chinas and Upper Conchas Chinas, which is again the South Shore, and the Marina Vallarta, and then down on South Shore again Mismaloya, and then of course the neighborhood of Versalles that I talk extensively about. So I enter those as filters, and I think we came up with about 678 condos. So let's take a look at those and see what that looks like. And a lot of these condos are going to be pre-construction condos as well. So we have to take a look at that and see what's pre-construction and what's already resale. So let's take a look at these condos here, and we'll do it in the price descending. So the cheapest in those areas to the most expensive. So you'll see here that the cheapest condo here is looks like maybe a studio in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood, and let's look at that because that is the cheapest. So let me see the photographs. This is what it looks like. It's listed at $125,000 US. Let me make this a little larger, and here's what it looks like. So it looks like it's a studio. So yes, it is. It's a studio. There's your kitchen and your bedroom all in one there. Looks like there's lots of storage. And that's in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood, which is close to the Malacon. So that's, if you're just looking for a small little place, this might be pretty good at that price. Granite kitchen, pretty standard. It's got AC, it's got a little washer dryer area in there. And there's the street, so it looks like there might be some parking there as well. Nice and clean. There's the building. Yeah, it's a nice building. Gated. So that's pretty good. Anyway, it's listed at $125,000 US. Let me look at the listing again. Here it is. Okay, so it's only 542 square feet, and it's one bathroom, and it was built in 2015, so it's pretty new. Anyway, that's not a bad. Let's see where it's at on the map. So it actually is. There's the Centro area here. So it's right here in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood. Not too bad at all. Nice area. Okay, so that is the cheapest one available right now of all the areas we spoke about today. And then when you come down here, you'll see this is pre-construction here, condos, ranging from 161,000 up to 175 on that. And then, you know, these are probably resale condos here. Here's another one of the same up here, 175, 182, 203. Here's a nice one here for 209. This one actually is right on the beach, and it's probably one of the cheaper condos for the price. It's got great views of the bay. Very small kitchen, but it's not too bad at all. I mean, might need some little bit of updating. I mean, I don't know if the kitchen would work for a lot of you, but maybe there's a refrigerator and stove. You just maybe put an island in there, little island. That would help if it's possible. And yeah, and it looks like views from the bedroom there, from the bay, of the bay. That's a nice little condo. And there's the complex now. It's Sunscape, I believe. is the complex there. So there are additional fees on that. You're going to have HOAs on that, and then I think there are additional fees to use the pool and the facilities of the hotel itself. So that might be something that may work for you. And then moving on down, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but in the mid-range here, let's go to 245, for example. This one here is a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and it is, let's see where it's at. Again, it's in the downtown area. Oops. And it's in Cinco de Diciembre as well. So that's a nice area. Let's take a look at that at 245,000. Now this probably will be up on the hill in Cinco de Diciembre, so a little bit back from the ocean, but nonetheless, nice area, beautiful area. Nice little kitchen, dining area, and there are some nice views. Yes, very nice little condo. And the details, again, it's 732 square feet right here, with HOAs of 1,950 pesos. That's not much at all. So that might be one you might be interested in. And then if you're getting up into the 300,000 range, you start to see condos that look something like this. Again, these are pre-construction here. Here's one for 311, and this is a 1-bedroom, 1 bath, and it is in, wow, we keep coming up with Cinco de Diciembre here, I think. Yep, Cinco de Diciembre again. So let's see if we can find one that's, let me go to the list. Here's in Versalles. Well, that's a pre-construction. Well, let's look at a pre-construction. This is Liverpool, 182 Liverpool. It's being constructed at the current moment, and this is a 2-bedroom, 2 bath, 985 square feet for 320,000 US dollars. And of course, these are renderings, so you need to take that into account. And there's a layout of the 2-bedroom, 2 bath. Nice. Nice kitchen. And this is in Versalles, which is, again, as I said, the gastronomical area of Puerto Vallarta, and it's a very nice area. So these are renderings of an upcoming condo complex. Let's just see when this is going to be ready. Estimated delivery December 24, so the end of this year, that will be ready. And then moving on down to the $400,000 range. You can, if you reach out to me and you have any questions about any of these condos, just let me know, and I'd be delighted to send you the information via email. No obligation, and just take a look at that and see what you think. Give me a price range of what you're looking for, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what areas you like, and I'd be delighted to send them to you. So let's see here. Let's moving on down to quite a lot. Okay. And this is, where is this one? This one is in Versalles again, and it's listed at 416,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 2 bath with 1,088 square feet. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Beautiful rooftop pool. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, that's Versalles. So I think, do believe that this is a resale condo. It's not a pre-construction, so I'll just check that in a minute. But this is a beautiful condo for a little over $400,000. Quite large. Nice finishes. Nice views. The mountains in the background there. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see where it is on the map. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that's in Versalles, I can tell. Oh, so right around here is the Versalles neighborhood. So very nice. All right, let's move on down to the $500,000 range and see what we have in that range. Here's some new, this is new construction here. All right, let's try this one. Let's go to the list. Okay, this one is in the Marina. So maybe let's take a look at that. Marina Vallarta for $528,000. And this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 1,206 square feet. Let me see what that looks like. This is in the Marina, so looks like this is a pre-construction in the Marina. Beautiful. Wow. And there is a outline of it. So there's your 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double sinks apparently. This is the living room here and dining area, patio, and the kitchen over here. All right, so there you go. So that's in the Marina. And then let's just move on down here to the $600,000 range. Pick one. Let's try this one here. This is $620,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it's 1,730 square feet. That's pretty big. And this one, ooh, nice. Beautiful. So this is what you're looking at in the $600,000 range. This is a pre-construction as well. Yeah, this is 301, the 3rd floor. And there is the view from that condo complex. Let's see where it is. Okay, here it is here. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 blocks back from the beach, which is not bad at all. Yeah, and it is in, what do we say, 620? This is it here, yeah. Okay, this one is in, actually down in the Zona Romantica. That's the one we picked, was it? Or is this a different one? That's a different one. This one is in the Zona Romantica, 625. And again, this is a pre-construction. The majority of condos that are available for sale are pre-construction. All right. I want to go back down here to the bottom on this and get the very most expensive listing that there is out of the 678 listings. All right, now we're getting down into the millions. Wow. 3,190,000. Let's take a look at that, just out of curiosity. This is a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom, 4,774 square feet, and it is looking. Oh my gosh! Look at that. I don't know if you imagine waking up with that in the morning. Okay, so this would be further south. This would be down around the South Shore, Conchas, Chinas area. So this is what you would get for $3 million US. Absolutely amazing. So if you're in that bracket, give me a call. This one is available. Amazing views. Wow. It's off the charts. Beautiful. Anyway, so that gives you some idea of the condos and the pricing and stuff like that. Let's go to one here for $1 million. It's a new listing. And it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Ooh, that's 5,235 square feet. And it is, let's see. Where is it on the map? Okay, yeah, again, it's close to South Shore near Conchas, Chinas, and as I mentioned in the video, Conchas, Chinas is kind of a pricier area. So let's take a look at that. This one here. All right. Beautiful. Wow. Kind of an indoor-outdoor hot tub. Imagine sitting out on that in the morning having your coffee. How beautiful is that? Ocean front for $1 million. Amazing. 5,000 square feet plus. Lovely finishes. And you got your own little pool there. Fabulous. Okay, so that's in the $1 million range, and then maybe we should look at the eights as well. 800,000s. Yeah, let's take this one here. 808,000 pesos or US dollars, and this is a 2-bedroom, 3-bath. It's 2,206 square feet, and this is in. Whoa, this is all the way down here in Mismaloya, which is done quite a bit down south, but before Boca De Tomatlan. So again, South Shore tends to be a little bit more expensive. So let's see what that looks like. Oh my, beautiful views. So you're overlooking the pool and the ocean. View from your bedroom. Yes, very, very nice. So this is what you can get in the 800s in one of the nicer, very nice areas of Puerto Vallarta. All right. Okay, so that's it for the condos in the selected areas that I spoke about today. I didn't include listings of houses in today's video, but I will talk about available houses in these neighborhoods in a future video. If you have any questions about the neighborhoods of Puerto Vallarta or would like information on any properties, please feel free to shoot me an email, text or call me. If you have questions about anything you've learned in this video today, please also feel free to reach out to me or enter your comments below. You know, I love to hear from you. Remember, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days or more, feel free to call, text or email me. I'm happy to help you make that smooth move to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Until next time, we hope to show you around town.